Oh, welcome, WolfTheWolfettes, to the absolutely fantastic Demon's Souls remake on the PlayStation 5. And I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now, before we get into this playthrough, I just want to quickly mention something. As some of you may already know, recently my dog Sammy had to go to the vet to have an operation on her eye. Now, the operation went flawlessly and Sammy is doing very well, for any of you that may be wondering. But at the moment, she's got to wear one of those giant cones of shame to prevent her from scratching the stitch in her eye. So if you hear any banging in the background of the next few videos, it's purely because Sammy won't stop knocking everything over with her giant cone head at the moment. So I just thought I'd get that out of the way in case anybody wonders what all the noise is in the background. Because so far, whilst I've been setting things up, she's knocked the ladders over. She's knocked the ironing board over. She knocked some of my collectibles over. She knocked a big pile of games I've got in front of me over. She's causing absolute havoc at the moment. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Oh man, what an intro. What an intro. That is the kind of intro that gets you pumped up, ain't it? I flipping love the intro to this game. It's stunning, ain't it? But yeah, let's get straight into things then. So this video is probably going to mostly consist of me making my character, because if you're one of those people that really loves making a fantastic intricate character, you really can in this game. The character customization in this game has been massively upgraded compared to the PS3 version. So if you really like making a good character, you really can in this game. So we're probably going to spend some time making a nice character, and then I'll probably get through the tutorial area, and then we will probably reach the Nexus, which is like the hub area, and that will probably be it for this video. And then in the next video, that's when the game will truly kick off. But we'll see how much we get done. I might get through stuff very quickly. But let's see. First things first, I need to turn on the subtitles. What's the subtitles on? I hope I'm not being blind. Ah, there we go. Language. Right, subtitles on. It's good to have the subtitles on because some of the characters in this game do talk very, very quietly. Okay, that's that done, and I think that's pretty much the only thing I need to change. I'm also going to be playing through this game in performance mode, so it's going to be another 4K 60 FPS playthrough. But this is actually my first fully next-gen game, because so far I've been playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, also Immortals Phoenix Rising, and Sackboy A Big Adventure, and all of those games are cross-gen games. So this is my first fully next-gen game, and let me tell you, boys and girls, it looks absolutely jaw-dropping. It is, whoa, it is stunning. Okay, right, so choose a body type. So I think this is, yep, that's a female body type, and this is a male body type, so we're going to be a bloke, obviously. Right, so we need to make our character. We also need to choose our class as well. So if you're playing this game for the first time, from what I remember, I think the magic characters were a lot stronger in Demon's Souls, and I think they were the character that would probably be the best to choose if you were playing this for the first time, because I think there were a couple of bosses, like the Flame Lurker. He's one of the worst bosses in the game, and I think he was very, very weak to magic. So if you're playing this for the first time, I think maybe magic might be the way to go, but it's been about 10 years since I played this, so I could be talking absolute bollocks at the moment, but I'm pretty sure magic was the way to go if you wanted to have a slightly easier time. But I'm going to stick as playing as the knight character, because that's basically the character I've picked in every single Souls game, so I'm going to keep to what's familiar for me. But I do want to make a magic character one day, because I've never made a magic character ever. Right, player's name. What should we name our player? I mean, I suppose Beowulf would make the most sense, wouldn't it? Actually, I'm going to name myself Bewolfie. There we go, Bewolfie, because my other character on my main save is called Beowulf. So we're going to be Bewolfie. Lovely. Right, and I'm going to play as the knight. But if you select different classes, it will change your stats and stuff. So soldier, as you can see, has got quite a lot of vitality, and he's also got quite a lot of strength. The knight's also got a lot of strength, a little bit less vitality, but a little bit more stats in like magic and stuff by the looks of it. Yep. And then you've got the hunter, which will be one of those quick characters with lots of dexterity and endurance. Then you've got like priests and magicians and royalty and stuff like that are going to be high in magic and faith and all that good stuff. Then you've got like the thief, which is another more like stealthy kind of character. But I'm going to be sticking with the knight. Now, for your starting gift, no matter what kind of character you're going to be, make sure you pick this ring right here, Raises Discovery, because for one, it will increase the amount of items you find on enemies, which could be very useful because you might find more grasses and stuff which you use to heal yourself in this game, and it's just a very useful ring. And also, I think to get this ring in game, I think you have to do a lot of messing about. I think you have to like find a specific weapon, you need to upgrade it a bunch, and you need to trade it with a certain vendor to be able to get this ring. And if you're trying to platinum the game, it's going to be a lot more work for you. So I recommend choosing this, because most of the other items, they're only temporary anyway. You only get a couple of uses. So pick this ring as your starting item, because you just might as well, because it's useful and it makes the game a bit easier for you. Right, what's this? Define the foundations of the character. Oh, body type. We already did that. Oh, is that your walk style? Oh, look at that. Having a male character with a female walk style. Oh, man, could you imagine if somebody walked towards you like that? If a bloke walks towards you like that, I think that's more threatening than this walk. Like, if a bloke walks towards me like that, I mean, yeah, it could be a bit creepy, a bit intimidating, but if a man walks towards you like that, that's just creepy, mate. You know he's going to do something strange to your butt. Oh, that is funny. Oh, that's funny. Imagine someone walking up to a demon like that. Oh, that's funny. Right, we're going to be style B, obviously, because that will just make the game hilarious. Oh, I like that. Vocals. Okay, that's female. And that's male. It doesn't sound much different, really. Sounds like he stubbed his toe, doesn't it? That's the noise you make when you step on Lego. Oh, lovely. I'm just going to go with vocals D, because they all sound the same, really. Okay, that's that done. Right, here we go, appearance. Now, I'm going to spend quite a bit of time making my character, so I'll probably leave a timestamp in the comments if you want to skip all of this intro stuff and my character creation, but if you want to watch it, obviously, you can. Right, so, we're not going to bother with presets. Right, so skin. What's the tint? Oh, that's if you want to make like a bright green character or something like that. So if you wanted to make like the Hulk or something like that, you could if you wanted to. Obviously, I'm going to go with peach. I'm going to make it look somewhat like me. Is that like me? That's probably what I look like in the winter. In the flipping summer, I get really dark skinned, I do. I get really bad tans in the summer. Right, so we'll pick this one. Age, I'm going to make him the same age as me, 29. I'm 29 if you didn't know. I look a lot younger than I actually am. I'm 29 though. Height, weight I mean. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Is that kilograms? That can't be kilograms, can it? No, that ain't kilograms because I'm like, I think I'm like 75 kilograms or something. Yeah, and I don't look that round, that's for sure. We're just going to put it in the middle. 50, that'll do. Actually, I'm going to put it on 0 because it's making his face look very fat, ain't it? Yeah. Oops. Oh no, that's correct. Right, face. But you can really go into detail. You can adjust the location of your nose, your lips, your eyebrows, all that good stuff. The depth, all that kind of stuff. You can change your eye colour, how much they glow, all that kind of stuff. Your face scars, your face decals. You can do so much. The character creation compared to PS3 is ridiculous. Because on PS3, your character looked like arse no matter what you did. But in this version, oh my god, they really improved it a lot. I know there's many people that I'm friends with from like the PlayStation forums that are going to be very, very happy with this character creation. Okay. I think this is just like a basic face layout. Man, you look how I feel, mate. That's how I feel at the moment. We'll just leave it on 4. Alright. So what are we actually changing? Oh my. Like the width of the top of our head. I shouldn't really play around with these settings because I sometimes do some really stupid things and then I make really weird looking characters that I only notice like 2 or 3 hours into my playthrough. I realise I did something really weird and the shape of their head is like a bit off. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, look at that. That is weird, ain't it? You probably want to have that on like 0. He ain't got much of a jawline, has he? I'm going to have to sort out my jawline because I've got a better jaw than that, that's for sure. Okay. Eyebrows. Oh, mate, those are some thick eyebrows. Sort of matches his beard a bit though, doesn't it? Poor guy. I don't know what my eyebrows look like. I suppose like that. I've got some pretty thick eyebrows. Colour, I'm going to have to make these brown. Oh yeah, this was a pain in the butt. How do I get brown? What do I have it like? Between the yellow and orange, I guess. It's not changing them. Right, the ridge. Jesus. Okay, we don't need to mess around with that too much. How comes it didn't change my eyebrow colour? It's very, very subtle. Yeah, they are changing. It's just very, very subtle. Really, really subtle. There you go. That's like a dark brown. Even though it doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, eyes. Oh, I like this. I really love the eyes in this game. I'm always a fan of nice eyes. Woo! I don't know what my eyes look like. That's how I feel most of the time. Yeah, it's like got different kinds of ethnicities, ain't it? I guess that'll do. Holy shit! Oh, look at that, cat's eyes. This is the one I like to pick though. Doesn't that look cool? That looks so flipping cool, doesn't it? Oh, I love that. I mean, my eyes are green. I mean, my eyes don't look like that, but my eyes are green. But we're going to go with that. I need to make them a darker green though. I've got like green eyes with a bit of grey going on, but it's mostly dark green. Sort of like that. Secondary colour. We'll have that as green as well. Lovely. Sorry I'm taking so long to make my character. But there you go. I'm going to put the glow on full because that just looks cool, doesn't it? Right, spacing. I think my eyes are just where they need to be. I'm not going to faff around with the eyes too much. Okay. I mean, it don't look like me very much at the moment, does it? Ears. Well, I already know I've got tiny bloody ears. Holy shit. What's the matter with it? What's going on with the shape? What is it doing? Look like a pixie. That's probably like my ears, ain't it? Yeah, I've got very little ears. Right. Oops. That'll do. Right, angle. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I can't even see my ears. They're too little. I don't know why I'm trying to make me. I don't normally. There you go. I think that looks a bit like my ears. Nose. My nose. It's I don't know. It's got quite a point to it. I also got quite big nostrils as well for some weird reason. I suppose that will do for my nose. I just need to like mess around with it now. Oh no, it definitely isn't a wide nose. I don't think. I've got like a point on my nose as well. Let's see if I can make that. Depth. Yeah, my nose sticks out a bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll probably do. I mean, don't stick out that much though. I look like I've got a broken bloody nose now, don't I? I don't think I've ever spent this long making a character. I'm going to make this video a bit longer. I don't know how long this is going to take to render because, like I said, this is my first time recording a fully next-gen game. And how beautiful a game looks does affect your render times. Okay, mouth. I've just got a pretty generic mouth, ain't I? I need to get rid of that flipping rat on my face because I can't see my lips. I'll just go with that. I can't really see. It looks a bit like my mouth, I suppose. Okay. Grrr. I'm going to leave the teeth alone. Oh, actually, look. Oh, fucking hell, mate. That's what happens if you drink too much bloody tea, ain't it? Oh, there you go. Got some gangster teeth right there. I think that... Oh, look at that. There's like Dracula and like really like dodgy teeth. Like, look at that. Look at that. Hey, hang on. Look at this. Holy shit. Look at that. It's like Jaws from 007. I'm going to go with the best looking teeth because, you know, I think I got alright teeth. I had braces, you know. I like how he goes straight back to a normal face. Okay, jaw. Yeah, I definitely got to sort out this jaw, mate. What's cleft chin? Is that bit there? I can't see it anyway. I don't have any kind of thing like that. Width. Yeah, I've got a pretty square chin. I know I've got some big ass cheekbones, that's for sure. Oh Jesus, not that big. Yeah, I've got some pretty big bloody cheekbone dimply things, and it doesn't look like me at the moment, but I think it's because of the hair. Yeah, it's mostly the hair. And also, he doesn't look like he's 29 years old. He looks a bit older than that. Mind you, I look like I'm flipping 10 years old, don't I? Ah, here we go, finally. They're not going to have my hair, I mean, that's not much different than my hair. My hair's very fluffy at the moment. It's because it's been raining. Holy hell, look at that! That looks like the guy from Final Fantasy 15, doesn't it? I think it's 15. The newest one. God damn. The one with the Backstreet Boys. Oh my god, look at that, mate. That's a flipping Friar Tuck haircut, that is. That's pretty cool. Holy hell, look at that. I should have put the sassy walk on and then had that hairstyle. Nobody would fuck with me if I looked like that. Right, I'm going to stick to the one I chose. Right, how do I get Bran? Is it going to look Bran this time? It's so awkward to make colours. I wish you could just select a colour easily. I mean, there's like a tinge of orange. Like I've gone a little bit ginger. Ah, screw it, that'll do. That'll do, boys and girls. It doesn't bloody matter, does it? I'm going to be wearing a fucking helmet all the time anyway. It does say Bran, though, on the colour bit. Ah, facial hair. Thank the Lords. Alright, well, I don't have any of that. I mean, I've probably got a bit of stubble. I don't have that much stubble, mind you. How do you completely get rid of it? Alright, here we go. Right, now this one I need to have like some sort of sideburns. I mean, I have like all the way around, don't I? I think this is probably the closest I'm going to get. That's what I used to look like when I was younger, before it took forever for it to grow all the way around. But that's what I used to look like, and it used to piss me off because it looks stupid. Well, that definitely ain't me. Maybe when I did Movember a couple of years ago, I looked like that. Right, I'm going to go with that, I suppose. I suppose that looks somewhat like me, if I actually look like an adult and not a kid. Colour. Alright, I'm going to leave that alone because it matches up pretty nicely. Decals. Alright, these are very cool, these are. I mean, that already looks really cool, doesn't it? I'm going to completely ruin the whole look of me now, aren't I? Oh, look at that, mate. Fucking war paint. Oh, man, these are well cool, aren't they? Man, oh, look at that. Now, that is a dude you don't want to fuck with, ain't it? You don't want to mess with that dude. Like, he's got little trees growing up his face. You've got so many possibilities. I like that as well, but I picked that for my main save, so I'm not going to... I mean, this character does look very similar to the one I've made on my main account. Oh, that's nice. Oh, mate, here we go. All the makeup now. I think I'm going to go with the war paint. I'm going to go with that. That looks pretty cool. Scars and blemishes. There's probably not much point having any scars now because you won't really see them. I always have a scar across my eye. I don't know why, but I always do it in video games because I just think it looks cool. Yeah, you can't really see them. We might as well just go with plain skin because you can't see any of the scars. Okay, well that took a lot longer than it should have. I apologise about that, but yeah, I'll leave a timestamp in the comments to skip all of the character customisations. Okay. Let's just make sure. Yep, there we go. Right, finalise.
King Allant the 12th, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colourless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valifax of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Allant had roused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colourless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls lose also their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valifax also spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors lured by the possibilities braved the fissure to breach the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Saint Urbane, Skirva the Wanderer, the sixth Saint Astraea with her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colourless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Oh, has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you to the fissure. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Outpost passage. Okay, here we go. So we've got to get through the tutorial area, and then, as with all Souls games, then we need to die, and then we will end up at the Nexus. So I'm going to hopefully get all of that done in the rest of this video, and then in part 2 we will truly kick off this playthrough, because I've spent quite a lot of time doing the character customization. I didn't think I would take that long. Normally I just blast through that bit because I'm not really that bothered about making a character, but the character customization in this game was amazing. But look how beautiful this game is. I mean, we're only standing in a tunnel at the moment, and look how absolutely jaw-dropping this looks. Look at the flipping lighting, look at the wood, look at the bricks, and look how realistic these bricks look. This game is beyond gorgeous, and we are also playing in performance mode, which is the 60 FPS mode. If you play on the 30 FPS mode, it's going to be even more beautiful looking. It's flipping insane. But there's going to be lots of these messages on the floor. If you've seen my Bloodborne playthrough, these messages are placed sometimes by the developers to help you, and you can also place them as characters and leave helpful messages or painful messages for other players, and then people can rate them. But just because you rate it, it doesn't actually tell you if it's a negative rating or not. It just says that a load of people have praised it. So you never know if it's a good bit of advice or a bad bit of advice. Standard attack R1, but this is just a developer message on the floor. But there will be lots and lots of them in the main game from other players. I can't get over how stunning this game is. And one thing I also really like, because of the DualSense controller, I love how it feels when you hit all of the different materials in this game, like going from hitting some flesh to hitting some brick to hitting some metal, just how it feels differently inside the DualSense controller. It's very, very nice, really nice. It's got that same feeling as Astro's Playroom. Okay, I don't need to read any of these because I already know all of the buttons and stuff. It's basically the same as the PlayStation 3 version. One thing I do like is that little crystal that you've got around your waist that lights up the area. Very, very beautiful. I like the like ambient glow that your character creates to see in the darkness. I do like that. I think you can find a torch to actually hold in this game if you do go in like darker areas. But the biggest bit of advice that I can probably give you for any of the Souls games really is to get very, very good at backstabbing enemies, because you can do a ridiculous amount of damage, but it's very awkward to do because you want to sort of dodge their attack and then you want to be dead center behind them and then press R1 to backstab them. But you've got to be dead center behind them before you press R1. If you are slightly to the left or to the right behind them, then you'll just smack them with your sword. You've got to be dead in the center behind them to do a backstab attack. And when you're in a bit of a rush or you're panicking, it can make doing that a bit of a pain in the butt. I am really bad at doing it, but if you get good at doing it, you will save yourself a lot of trouble in this game because it just does so much more damage. And you also save stamina as well because you're not smacking them like 20 times. Let me see if I can do it. There ain't no room. There weren't no room to do it there. Let me find an enemy that's out in the open. Oh, here we go. Oh, actually, have I equipped that ring yet? Yep, I have. But yeah, make sure you pick this ring as your starting item because it's very important. You can find it later on in the game though, but like I said, there is so much more faffing around to find that ring later on in the game and to actually get it. So it's better to just pick it as your starting item because you're going to save yourself a lot of work. Especially if you want to platinum the game. One thing I do have to get used to though is obviously in Immortals Phoenix Rising. Oh mate, look at that. That is gorgeous, ain't it? But in Immortals Phoenix Rising, square is the dodge button. In this game, it's the item button. So I keep accidentally using grasses for no reason. And even if you're full health, you can still accidentally use a grass. So yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Oh, I just bloody did it! Literally as I just said it. I meant to press circle because you want to roll over the edge. Oh, I'm going to do that so many times. Well, until I get used to the buttons, I'm going to do it so many times. I lost a bit of health then. That's a bit of a dick move. You're supposed to roll over the edge anyway. Backstab. Right, let's see if I can get a backstab on this git. There you go. You want to be dead in the centre. You want to line your sword up with their spine and then you'll do a backstab. And you can do it to the majority of enemies. Obviously there are some that you can't do it to and you can't do it to like a lot of the bosses. But once you get used to doing this, it can save you so much effort in this game. It really is a useful move to learn. I mean, I've done 3 in a row. That's probably a world record for me. A personal record, I should say, not a world record. Oh! Sneaky bastard! Just pushed my shield button in time. But one thing I will say, I think I have learnt how the world tendency works in this game, but there is a world tendency in this game. It's only in Demon Souls. It isn't in any of the other ones. But it's very important for what kinds of characters show up in this game, what kind of vendors turn up, what kind of items you can get. Now, from what I remember, to get pure white tendency to make certain characters appear, you don't want to kill any of the NPCs in the game, any of the good NPCs, but you want to make sure you also don't die in human form, because dying in human form affects your world tendency. So when you die in this game, you're going to come back as like a spirit or a soul, and you're going to have less health, and you find items that bring you back to life. Now, if you want to have pure white tendency in this game, you want to make sure that you spend the entirety of your playthrough dead. And if you do come back to life, you probably want to kill yourself in the Nexus, because that doesn't affect your tendency in the Nexus, and play this whole game dead. It'll be more difficult because you'll have less health because you're dead, but then you'll keep your world and character tendency at the correct colour. And then if you keep dying and you keep killing NPCs, then it goes to pure dark tendency. I don't know how it works, what the point of it is. It makes things overly complicated, but yeah, there is guides and stuff, but I still don't understand it. So if you want to explain it to me in the comments, feel free to do so below. But I do know how to be dark and white tendency, so I know sort of how it works. I just don't understand the purpose of it. So if you want to explain it to me in the comments, feel free. because it is overly complicated. But yeah, just make sure if you want to have a pure white tendency in your first playthrough, which I recommend doing it on your first playthrough, just don't kill any important characters, don't hit them or anything when you're near them, because you can kill them, similar to like Elder Scrolls, and make sure that when you die, you only die in dead form, and you come back as a dead character. Don't die in human form inside one of the worlds, because it affects your tendency. I think this takes me to the Nexus now. Nope, the Forlorn Outpost. Strong attack R2. Lovely. Hey, look at this guy. What are you attacking me for? He doesn't look like a. He doesn't look like an enemy that's had their soul eaten and they've gone like bad. He looks like a normal bloke, doesn't he? Yeah. Because that's what happens in this game. They get killed by the demons and they lose their soul, and then they come back as these like wretched creatures. But that looked like a normal human to me. Probably just a traitor. Probably working for the demons, ain't he? Git. Oh yes, there's parrying in this game, but if you've probably seen any of my playthroughs in history, you will know that I suck at parrying. I'm very good at dodging, but this is not the kind of game where you dodge very much. If you want to dodge, you can, but you're going to have to take off most of your armour so that you're light enough to dodge, and so that you can have lots, and also have lots of stamina as well. That's the best way to be a dodging character. It's not like Bloodborne. That's why Bloodborne is my favourite, because it's very heavy on the dodging. Oh shit! I didn't know we'd see one of these guys yet. These guys used to kill me so often. I don't know if you can backstab them. You probably can. Oh, you can! I think these guys might heal themselves. I think they heal themselves when they get low on health, so make sure you're ready to smack them before they do it. Because if you run out of stamina, then they'll quickly try to heal because you can't hit them because you've got no stamina. So make sure you're ready for those guys. I think there's also ones with red eyes as well that might be a bit stronger. He ain't letting me. Come on, take a few swings at me, you coward. Hey, come on. What's this all about? Suppose I can just like... Put your shield down, you git. There you go, you idiot. Right, let's see if he's going to heal. What a moron. What a moron. I mean, I don't want to jinx myself, but I've not been hit yet, which is a bloody miracle. Touch wood. Touch bloody wood. But yeah, the first area of this game isn't really a representation of how difficult this game is going to be. It's pretty friendly in the first area, but once you go to the other areas, that's when things pick up a lot. They are pretty friendly in the first area. I'm not talking about this area, this is the tutorial area. But in the first area, up until the first boss, the Phalanx, it's pretty easy to be honest. But once you get past that section and you carry on with the game, that's when things do pick up. And there's a much more diverse enemy type that are going to ruin your day and stuff like that. So yeah, don't let the first area put you in a false sense of security, because it does get a lot worse. And the bosses do get a lot worse. Like, even the Phalanx is pretty lame, to be honest. Especially if you have some fire. I think I remember fire being very, very good against the Phalanx. But once you get past the Phalanx, especially the Tower Knight, oh my god, he was a bit of a dick as well. Especially if you didn't kill the archers, that made it even more worse, because they kept on taking pot shots at you. Oh god, the Tower Knight was a bastard. And the Flame Lurker was the worst for me. And old King Allant, who I think was the final guy, he was also really bad for me as well. Do you like that? Get. I'm getting quite a lot of Crescent Moon grass. Also, another thing I think that made this game a bit simpler, in the newer Souls games like Dark Souls, Bloodborne and that, you have a limited amount of Estus Flask sips that you can take, or you could only hold a certain amount of blood vials. I think in Demon Souls you could hold a ridiculous amount of grass. I like every time you say grass, it makes you sound like you're talking about drugs. I've got so much grass in my pockets. Oh shit. But I don't know if they've limited it in this game or not. I feel like they might have. I think they might have changed how many grasses you can carry to make it a bit more difficult, but I'm not sure. But you could hold like tons in the first game, like in the original version. So I don't know if they've changed that maybe. If they have, that'll make it a bit more difficult, because you could just keep popping grass and then you could just go and farm grass and stuff. Like, I remember 2 enemies that always gave me a lot of grass, and because of how quickly this PS5 is and how quickly you can travel back into the world, you could just keep running back to the sword, resetting the enemies and just keep farming lots of grass. And because of how quick everything is in this game, and it's 60 FPS as well, it's even easier to farm stuff. Probably makes it easier to farm souls as well, actually. Right, so this is where we're going to die. I think you can kill this boss. There ain't no need to kill it. You're wasting time. But you can kill it, I think. I mean, we'll try, but I know I'm going to end up dead very quickly. I mean, this is going to show you just how stunning this game is, though, and how solid the frame rate is. I mean, it's going to be great. Vanguard. Oh, look at that. Ain't that sexy? Oh, what, I dodged! Well, that's that then. I mean, you are supposed to die on that bit.
Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
You have died, and a Nexus has imprisoned your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, right. We've reached the Nexus now, so I'm going to end the video now, and next time we'll have a chat with some of the characters in this place, and then we will head to the first Arkstone, and we will head to our first area of the game. But yeah, sorry that I spent so much time in the character customization screen. Sorry I spent so much time making my character, I should say. I don't normally spend that long, but there's so many cool little options and that, and things that you can do. I actually spent a bit of time for a change. But yeah, thanks for watching, WolfTheWolfettes. Hopefully you enjoyed this first episode of Demon Souls Remake. Like, share, and join the pack today.